Ever wondered why some first-time cruisers look like they've done this 100 times, while others are running around lost, shocked by surprise fees, or freezing in a tropical breeze? Yeah, that's not luck. That's knowing what no one tells you before your first cruise. If you're planning your very first sailing, this video is going to save you money, stress, and maybe a little pride. And hey, if you've cruised before, drop your best wish I knew tips in the comments because trust me, the rookies will thank you later. All right, grab your boarding pass because we're diving into the Real Cruise 101. So, you booked your cruise and thought, it's all inclusive, right? Not exactly. Most cruises cover your cabin, main meals, and basic drinks. But there's a whole world of extras waiting to swipe your card. Start with gratuities. They're not usually included in the fare, and most lines automatically add about $15 to $20 per person per day. You can prepay it, sure, but either way, it's part of your bill. Then come the specialty restaurants, the steakhouses, sushi bars, those fancy dining rooms that smell like vacation and regret at checkout. Totally worth it sometimes, but each one adds to your tab. And drink packages? If you plan on more than one latte or cocktail a day, those bundles might actually save you money. Some even include Wi-Fi and tips, so check the combo deals before you sail. Oh, and don't forget the fun budget. Spa days, bingo, late night shows set aside a little extra cash just for fun. That way, you can say yes to memories instead of worrying about receipts. All right, now that your budget's shipshape, let's talk about something you'd never expect to need on a tropical cruise. Packing for the Caribbean, sunshine, swimsuits, sandals, and a sweater. Sounds wrong until you're on the ship. Think conference room in December cold. The AC runs full blast to keep thousands of passengers comfortable, chilling indoor areas like dining rooms, theaters, hallways, and concert halls to around 1822 degrees Celsius, 6472 degrees Fahrenheit, even when it's 3035 degrees Celsius, 8695 degrees Fahrenheit, outside. That shift from tropical heat to icy interiors? It's a real thermal shock moment. And don't forget the ocean breeze at night strong enough to make you shiver on deck. More than one guy's ended up buying an overpriced hoodie from the ship's gift shop just to stay warm. Pack one light sweater, cardigan, or jacket. It won't take up space, but it'll save you from freezing during dinner or wrapping yourself in a pool towel at midnight. Speaking of packing smart, here's one that'll save you time and confusion the moment you reach the port. Before you even get to the pier, make sure you've done your online check-in. That's when you'll download your luggage tags, tiny but mighty pieces of paper that tell the crew where your bags belong. Print them, fold them, and if you want to level up, grab those plastic tag holders from Amazon that fit your cruise line. They're cheap, waterproof, and way less stressful than hoping a stapled tag survives the rain. Then there's your cruise card. It's not just a key, it's your wallet, ID, and magic pass to pretty much everything on board. From opening your cabin door to buying a margarita, that card runs the show. Some cruise lines are going high-tech now. Princess has its ocean medallion. Virgin uses a sailor band, but the rule's the same. Don't lose it. Keep it on a lanyard or clip it somewhere easy to grab. If that card walks away, so does your access to everything fun. Now, let's move from paperwork to packing magic literally. The kind that sticks to the walls. Here's where seasoned cruisers separate themselves from the rookies. They bring tools, not hammers and nails, but clever little lifesavers. Magnetic hooks, for starters. Most cabin walls are metal. Check your ship to confirm. So you can hang bags, hats, or wet swimsuits without cluttering every surface. Towel clips or bands? Total game changers on windy pool decks. Your towel stays put while you nap, instead of flying off into the ocean mid-dream. And one more MVP, a small, non-surge power cube. Cabins often have just 1 to 2 outlets, and cruise lines ban surge protectors for safety, so this tiny gadget keeps your phone, camera, and smartwatch charged and happy. Double check your cruise line's policy to be safe. Oh, and bring small bills, 1s and 5s. Perfect for quick tips, grabbing a $3 keychain at a port market, or buying souvenirs without needing to break a 20. So far, we've covered money, comfort, organization, and gadgets. But coming up, what time to actually arrive at the port, why your flight schedule can make or break your cruise, and the one mandatory drill you absolutely cannot skip. Stick around, because this is where rookie mistakes turn into real headaches. Most first-time cruisers don't realize just how packed life on board can be. From sunrise yoga to trivia games, dance lessons, pool parties, and Broadway-style shows, it's a floating city that never runs out of things to do. That's why every cruise line gives you a daily planner either on paper in your cabin or right inside the cruise app. And if you're more of a planner than a wanderer, that app will be your new best friend. Download it before you board, log in with your booking number, and once you're connected to the ship's internal Wi-Fi, it works for free. You can mark your favorite events, set reminders, or even message your travel group without using any data. Think of it as your digital cruise assistant. No paper clutter, no confusion, no more, wait, what time was bingo again? Planning is great, but timing is everything. The single biggest timing mistake? Showing up too late for embarkation. If your ticket says the ship leaves at 5 p.m., that doesn't mean show up at 5. That means be on board by then. Most cruise lines close the boarding gate at least 90 minutes before departure. Show up late, and even if you can see the ship, it's sailing without you. So arrive early, drop off your luggage, check in, grab a coffee, and start soaking in that vacation starts now feeling. And a heads up, your checked bags won't show up in your cabin right away. It can take until dinner. Pack a small carry-on with your travel docs, medication, and a change of clothes for that first night. That way you're comfortable even if your suitcase is still somewhere between the dock and deck 7. Now, before you even get to that dock, let's talk about the biggest rookie mistake that can ruin a cruise before it even starts. Listen, I get it. You find a flight that lands a few hours before sail time, and you think, perfect, just enough time. Don't. Do. It. Planes get delayed, bags get lost, weather happens, and cruise ships, they wait for no one. If you miss embarkation, the ship's gone, and you'll be spending your first 2 vacation days trying to catch up to it at the next port on your own dime. The solution's simple. Fly in at least 1 day early. Book a hotel near the port, grab dinner, sleep in, and show up at the terminal rested and relaxed. Trust me, starting your trip calm and confident beats sprinting through an airport any day. Once you're on board, there's a tiny space-saving trick that even frequent cruisers forget, one that instantly makes your cabin feel twice as big. Cruise cabins are cozy. Translation, small. But here's the secret every pro cruiser swears by. Your suitcase? It fits perfectly under the bed. Unpack your clothes, slide the luggage underneath, and suddenly you've got room to breathe. If your bag doesn't fit right away, just lift the bed frame slightly. Most of them are built to accommodate full-size suitcases. It's simple, it's smart, and it keeps your cabin from turning into a trip hazard. Now, before you get too comfortable, there's one thing you must do right after boarding. And no, it's not hitting the buffet. Every cruise ship has a mandatory safety drill called a muster drill. And yes, everyone has to do it, no exceptions. In the old days, you had to line up on deck wearing a life jacket. Now, it's much easier. Most lines let you watch a short safety video on your cabin TV or the cruise app, then head to your muster station to scan your key card. Do it as soon as you board. It only takes a few minutes. If you skip it, the crew will track you down before the ship can sail. And trust me, that's not the kind of attention you want on day one. It's quick, painless, and keeps everyone safe, so get it done early and enjoy the rest of your day without interruptions. Once the safety checks are out of the way, you can finally exhale. But there's one more fear that makes a lot of first-time cruisers nervous: seasickness. Good news. Modern ships barely move. They're massive, balanced with stabilizers, and glide smoother than most planes land. If you're worried, pack motion sickness patches or a few tablets just in case, but odds are you'll forget you're even at sea. Pick a midship cabin on a lower deck if you're extra sensitive, and you'll barely feel a sway. The ocean's calmer than people think, and after a few hours, your body adjusts naturally. So don't let that fear stop you from enjoying sunsets, sea breezes, and your first cocktail at sail away. All right, you've made it on board, settled into your cabin, and survived the muster drill. Coming up next, we'll dive into the onboard essentials: Wi-Fi hacks, cabin comfort secrets, food surprises, and the small things that can make your cruise feel 5-star. Stay tuned, this is where the fun and the real insider stuff begins. If you've heard horror stories about cruise Wi-Fi being slow or useless, that's old news. These days, most ships have upgraded their systems, some even run on Starlink. You can check emails, post photos, or video call home without screaming at the screen. Just know this: Wi-Fi isn't free. You'll need to buy a package, and prices vary depending on speed. If you only need light use like texting or checking in back home, the basic plan works fine. But if you're streaming, working, or uploading videos, go for the premium tier. And don't wait until you're on board. Pre-purchasing online usually gets you a discount. Also, Caribbean sailings tend to have stronger signals, while remote routes like Alaska can still be patchy. So yes, you can stay connected at sea, just budget for it, and maybe use the patchy moments as an excuse to finally unplug. Your cabin will probably surprise you by how compact it is. Cruise rooms aren't built like hotel suites. They're built like puzzles, every inch doing double duty. If you're traveling as a couple, it's cozy. Add 2 kids, and suddenly everyone's bumping elbows. Most cabins have 2 twin beds that can convert into 1 queen, plus extra pull-down or sofa beds. It works, but space gets tight fast. That's why smart cruisers bring organization tools, hanging shelves, magnetic hooks, foldable bins. And here's a pro move. Unpack completely, then slide your suitcases under the bed. You'll instantly gain square footage and sanity. The good news? You won't spend much time in there anyway. The ship itself is the real resort. One of the greatest surprises for first-timers is just how endless the food feels. You'll never go hungry. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, midnight snacks, it's all part of the cruise magic. The main dining room and buffets are free, with menus that rotate daily. But the fancier venues, steakhouse, sushi bar, French bistro charge extra, worth it for a special night, but totally optional. What trips people up are the drinks. Water, regular coffee, tea, and basic juice are free. Sodas, bottled water, lattes, and alcohol, that's where the charges sneak in. So if you're a caffeine lover or a cocktail fan, check the beverage packages. They can actually save you money if you plan to indulge. Let's be real, you'd rather sip a drink under the sunset than sit there doing math on every mojito. Step inside your cabin bathroom and, well, it's like stepping into an airplane lavatory that went to finishing school. Clean, compact, fully functional, just tiny. The toilet uses vacuum suction, which can startle people the first time. Press the button and it's gone. Don't worry, that's normal. Just remember, only toilet paper goes in there. Anything else, wipes, cotton pads, dental floss, can clog the entire system and make your neighbors very unhappy. Showers are small but powerful. Water pressure's great, and most ships now have glass doors instead of clingy curtains. Keep your essentials in a hanging toiletry bag. It saves counter space and sanity. Small? Yes. Inconvenient? Not really. It's all part of the charm of living at sea. A cruise ship isn't just transportation, it's a full-blown floating city. You'll find Broadway-style shows, live music, comedy clubs, even casinos buzzing till midnight. If you like adrenaline, there are surf simulators, water slides, racetracks, and laser tag arenas. If you prefer calm, there are art galleries, piano lounges, and deck chairs that seem designed for daydreaming. And then there's shopping. Duty-free boutiques pop up mid-cruise with deals on perfume, jewelry, and designer accessories. It's easy to get carried away, so maybe set a souvenir limit before your card melts. The point is, you'll never be bored. Whether you want laughter, luxury, or just a quiet drink by the pool, you'll find your version of perfect somewhere on board. This one's a hidden gem that feels indulgent and costs nothing on many lines. Room service breakfast? You could fill out a simple card the night before or order through the app in the morning. Coffee, croissants, fruit, yogurt delivered right to your cabin. It's perfect on days you've got an early shore excursion or just want a slow morning watching the sea drift by. Some lines now charge for full room service meals, but breakfast, especially continental, often stays free, so don't be shy about it. There's something quietly magical about sipping coffee on your balcony before the rest of the ship wakes up. By now, you've got the basics down: Wi-Fi, food, cabins, even that vacuum-powered toilet. Coming up next, we'll get into the pro-level stuff. Saving money at the spa, avoiding elevator gridlock, and the weather rule every cruiser should know before packing a single bag. You're halfway to sailing like a veteran. Cruise ship spas can feel like paradise until you see the bill. Most seasoned cruisers already know this. Book your spa time while everyone else is off the ship. During port days, when most passengers are off exploring, spa appointments often drop 20–30% in price. Same massage, same ocean view, just cheaper. Late afternoon slots are another sweet spot, perfect timing to relax before dinner without missing any daytime fun. And if you already know you'll book a service, do it early online. The prime time appointments, sea days, mid-morning vanish fast. So plan smart, and you'll get your luxury without the sticker shock. On a cruise ship, elevators turn into gridlock twice. Embarkation day and the final morning. Everyone's hauling luggage, everyone's impatient, and it's chaos in motion. Unless you love waiting, skip the midship elevators. Go forward or aft, you'll be halfway to dinner while everyone else is still pressing the button. And if you're able, take the stairs for short trips. You'll reach your deck faster and burn off a few buffet calories while you're at it. A small shift like that keeps your patience intact and your legs cruise ready. Every cruiser dreams of perfect weather, but the ocean writes its own rules. Storms, strong winds, even a tropical wave can make the captain change course. And when that happens, it's not a disaster, it's safety in action. You might wake up expecting to see Street Thomas and find yourself in Nassau instead. Don't let it ruin your mood. The crew adjusts everything, the tours, the activities, even the entertainment, so your day still feels complete. Flexibility is the secret ingredient of a great cruise. The ports may change, but the memories won't. You'd be surprised how often people skip this. Your cabin might feel private, but cleaning schedules, luggage deliveries, and maintenance checks mean people come and go. Keep your passport, jewelry, cash, and backup meds locked in the safe. It's quick, it's free, and it saves you from the panic of realizing something's gone missing mid-cruise. One couple once left their passports on the desk before a shore excursion. By the time they returned, the papers were gone, and they spent days filling out reports while everyone else was out snorkeling. Lock it up and enjoy peace of mind with your pina colada. If you're sailing more than a week, laundry becomes part of the game. Most lines offer laundry specials halfway through the trip stuff, a bag for a flat rate, usually around $30. Ask your cabin attendant when that deal drops, they always know before it's officially announced. Some ships, like Princess or Holland America, even have self-serve laundromats. Bring a few detergent pods or dryer sheets from home, and you'll save time and money. Wash once, mid-cruise, and you'll go home with clean clothes instead of a suitcase full of regret. Your cabin steward isn't just there to make your bed, they're the person who can make your entire week easier. Need extra towels, pillows, or a softer mattress topper? Just ask. Want your ice bucket filled daily? Or a fan for better air circulation? They've got you. The trick is simple. Ask early, ask politely. Supplies are limited, and the first to ask usually get them. And yes, a little kindness goes a long way. A smile or a few dollars in tip will be remembered all cruise long. These crew members work incredibly hard behind the scenes. Treat them well, and you'll feel that goodwill every day. You've mastered comfort, timing, and all the quiet tricks that keep a cruise smooth. Coming up next, we'll wrap with the final lessons, when to visit guest services, how to talk like a cruiser, the one-time change rule that's caught even veterans off guard, and the fun little traditions that make ship life unforgettable. By the end, you won't just take a cruise, you'll sail it like a pro. Sooner or later, you'll need guest services, maybe for a billing question, a Wi-Fi glitch, or just to ask about tomorrow's port. But here's the deal. Timing is everything. On embarkation day, the line looks like a conga dance gone wrong. Final morning, even crazier. The pro move? Swing by early in the morning or late at night when it's calm enough to actually chat without shuffling in place. Better yet, check the cruise app first. Simple stuff like bill checks or port info is often right there, saving you a trip. Guest services is open 24/7, so use those quiet hours. A little planning saves you 30 minutes of waiting, and who's got time for that on vacation? When you first step onto the ship, crew directions might feel like a secret code whispered in a foreign tongue. Head to deck 7 forward, take the aft stairs, or port side only for disembarking. It sounds confusing, but once you decode these terms, the ship's sprawling layout snaps into focus like a treasure map coming to life. The word deck means floor, so forget 5th floor, it's deck 5. Cabin refers to your room, not just any old room. When facing the bow or front of the ship, port is the left side and starboard is the right. Forward points toward the front, while aft means the back. For instance, if someone says, Meet at the theater on deck 5 forward. You'll know to head to the front of the 5th deck, not wander aimlessly near the midship elevators, hoping for a miracle. Mastering these words transforms confusion into confidence, making you feel like a seasoned cruiser by day 2. It's also surprisingly fun when you get to guide another newbie with directions and sound like you've been sailing forever. To make it even easier, check the ship's map on the cruise app or in your cabin to see how forward or aft plays out. It's a total game changer for navigating those massive floating cities. One mistake can turn your dream cruise into a nightmare, trusting your phone's clock to keep you on schedule. As the ship sails across time zones, the captain might adjust the cruise schedule to match the next port's local time or stick with the departure port's time, depending on the itinerary. This can be unpredictable, especially on routes like the Caribbean, transatlantic crossings, or European circuits, where time shifts often happen overnight. To avoid disaster, turn off your phone's automatic time update and set a watch or clock to the ship's clock from day 1, leaving it untouched for the entire trip. Every evening, check the daily planner, a paper schedule slipped under your cabin door, or open your cruise line's app, download it before boarding to confirm any time changes for the next port day. For example, if docking in Nassau and the planner says the ship's clock is 1 hour ahead, adjust your watch before bed to be back on board before the gangway lifts. Not every cruise changes time short. Caribbean loops often stay consistent, but missing a shift could leave you sprinting to the pier, watching your ship sail off without you. Cruise forums are full of stories about passengers stranded because their phone flipped to island time. Don't let that be you. Stick to the ship's clock, and you'll keep your vacation on track. No heart-pounding chases required. Ever missed a ship because of a time mix-up? Tell me in the comments. Cruise ships come with quirky traditions that turn strangers into a community and make every day a little more fun. Families and friend groups often show up in matching t-shirts, sporting slogans like First Cruise Crew, See You Later, or Ship Happens. On embarkation day, you'll spot entire elevator loads of these colorful crews laughing and snapping photos, adding a festive vibe to the ship. Another tradition is decorating cabin doors with magnets, photos, or clever inside jokes. Think holiday wreaths or pirate-themed signs. It's a great way to spot your room in a sea of identical doors and spread good vibes down the hallway, though some upscale lines like Cunard or Viking might limit how much you can deck out your door, so check your cruise line's rules first. Then there's the strangest, sweetest tradition of all, cruise ducks. Tiny rubber ducks get hidden around the ship in elevators, by the pool, or tucked near a deck chair for others to find. When you discover one, snap a photo, share it on social media like the Cruise Ducks Facebook group, and hide it somewhere new for the next lucky cruiser. To get the full scoop, join the group before your trip to learn the hiding tricks and see thousands of ducks connecting cruisers worldwide. These goofy traditions might sound silly, but they're the heart of cruise culture, turning a big ship into a small, joyful world. What's the weirdest cruise tradition you've heard of? Drop it in the comments. A cruise isn't just a cruise, it's a floating experience shaped by the personality of the cruise line and the ship you choose. Pick the wrong vibe, and you might feel out of place. Pick the right one, and it's your dream vacation. Holland America leans toward classic elegance, with quiet evenings, classical music, and a focus on enrichment like cooking classes or history talks, perfect for those who love a refined, relaxed pace. Carnival, on the other hand, is the life of the party, packed with poolside dance-offs, late-night comedy, and a festive crowd ready to let loose. Celebrity Cruises blend sophistication with modern flair, offering chic bars, gourmet dining, and spa-like serenity for those who want a touch of luxury without stuffiness. Even within the same cruise line, ships can vary. Wildly older vessels, like Carnival's Fantasy, feel cozy and intimate, while newer giants like Royal Caribbean's Icon of the Seas are floating cities with zip lines, surf simulators, and ice skating rinks. If you crave calm mornings and fine dining, lines like Cunard, with ships like Queen Mary, too, serve up formal tea afternoons and grand libraries. For tech and thrills, aim for the newest ships with features like virtual reality games or racetracks. Before booking, dig into your cruise line's website or reviews to match the ship's vibe to your style, whether that's heart-pounding water slides or a quiet corner with an ocean view. Choosing wisely turns a good trip into one that feels tailor-made. What's your cruise vibe party or piece? Share in the comments. No one likes thinking about the end of vacation, but a little prep makes departure painless. Most ships offer two options. Leave your luggage outside your cabin the night before, and it'll be waiting at the terminal. Or carry it off yourself if you want to leave early. Whichever you choose, keep clothes and toiletries aside for the morning. You'd be amazed how many people accidentally pack everything, including what they plan to wear. And if you're carrying off, skip the elevator crowds and take the stairs down. It's faster and the perfect excuse for one last view of the sea before heading home. Before you step off the ship, open the app or stop by guest services and review your onboard charges. Disputes are easy to fix at sea, but nearly impossible once you're back on land. Then swing by the photo gallery. If you've bought any digital packages or portraits, download or print them before disembarking. Once the ship resets for the next cruise, those memories are gone. It's a small effort for souvenirs that last long after the tan fades. So there you have it, 29 things that turn a first cruise into a fantastic cruise. Now you know how to budget smart, pack right, stay connected, and navigate every deck like a pro. If this helped you feel ready for your first voyage, tap that like button, subscribe for more travel tips, and share it with a friend who's about to sail. And tell me in the comments, what's the one thing you wish someone had told you before your first cruise? Until next time, happy cruising, and I'll see you on deck.